819.
Right.
So you can't make none of this. Yeah, I did my homework. I do my homework.
I see that.
I don't. Anybody that's sitting here, I do my homework.
I see that.
That's how I knew you failed to build the venue. Yeah, you rolling. I see. Yeah, you were saying that too.
I'm in my zone.
In my zone.
I'm feeling strong.
Feeling strong.
Never alone.
Never alone.
I'm never alone. She made me. She raised
Huh.
me. So I'm about love.
Let's say that with you got on the Spurs.
I got enough to be the best version of me.
That's groovy, man.
Yeah, I ain't even by love you.
I was saying, that's mama right there. That's Amy just hood. Granny, all
I'm
that.
the personification of love. I put my trust in the one above.
That's probably Granny.
That's your granny.
Huh.
I'm so full of love.
Dancing Amy. Young VDJ, y'all. Y'all go stream that, as the young folks say.
Yeah, that's what they saying.
Young VDJ. We inside the press box.
Welcome back, family.
So,
As they say,
With the queen.
I am your host, Barleen. I got my brother in here with me.
Second son, that's second with a K. S-U-N.
Come on now. And as you can see, I ain't finna call we ain't interviewing no more.
That's right.
We got big speaker Slimm in here with us.
Amen.
What's happening, Slimm?
So.
How you been?
Been good.
Been good? Well, look, first of all, this show is sponsored by the Legends
The
Den.
Legends Den.
Located 910 US
Sure,
Highway
for the
79
Legends.
North. She came in ripping with one of the shirts I got,
Ripping
man.
that.
You know what I'm saying? We open, hours are open, you know, we in, pull up, we here. We'll get back to that. But yeah, man, it's good to have you back.
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
Last time we had you in here was like your introduction for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we were really digging that energy though. And you had big shit pop. Which brings us back to that.
Yes.
What's popping?
Whew, this Saturday, man, it's closer than close. This Saturday, Longview, Texas, 300 Total Circle, Infinity and Vincent. My bro told me, Infinity and Vincent, my first annual motivational conference, Impact. You don't want to miss it. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. You definitely don't want to miss this. Tickets are free. It's a lot of little last minute seats available, so if you want to come through, come on.
7/16.
7/16.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Longview, Texas.
Longview, Texas.
An event, an engagement.
Yes.
How was it like putting it together? Come on, tell me, be honest. Let's
Like
be
that.
honest.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, yeah. And I think what made it even harder is because it's like you'll get a vision
Okay.
and nobody else can see that.
Okay.
And then as you are doing what you need to do to make this vision come to life, you're expecting those people around you to be like super supportive, or you expect them to see the vision too, because you've talked about the vision.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people are talkers, you know,
Right.
so good for conversation.
Mhm.
But when you actually start moving
Talk about it.
and you start pursuing that, then they fall off the wagon. And so I'm alone right now, and it's cool. I get it, you know. But I think that was the most intimidating part of the process, because each time I wanted to quit, but it was like a supernatural push in my back.
Man,
Like, come on,
here we go. Wait a minute now.
You
Wait a
go
minute.
on.
Supernatural push.
You know it is Sunday.
You know,
Supernatural. Thank you for letting
Say,
Sunday.
Like,
It's
yeah,
Sunday.
Church.
that's
So
supernatural
Sunday
push.
school.
I don't
Yeah.
want to move too far beyond something that I'm big on.
Yeah.
I'm big on telling people, your vision,
Yeah.
it may not be my vision.
Right.
And me and you could be rocking every day.
Saying, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I just can't see what God gave to you.
exactly.
And so a lot of times I know we'll have these grand ideas, these big visions, these plans, and then we'll go and share it with somebody close to us, and then we'll be demoralized when they not with it. Oh, wait a minute, shoot it down.
You expected them to transition into that congratulatory phase, and it never happens. It's like, oh, I'm doing this, and they like, oh, okay. But when we was just talking about doing it, it's like, yeah, man, I know you can do it, girl, yeah, you know. But then when you start doing it,
that's something that's another conversation we all into on why are we like that?
Ooh.
On why are people like that? Or is it just that people are not our tribe? That's not our tribe.
Man, that too, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And recognizing it and accepting it, and also I believe that as soon as we accept it, the quicker we run into our tribe.
Definitely.
There you go.
Definitely.
And it's like holding on to something that, or people, we got to learn what to do with people. Like,
Yes.
I need to let you go for this. You can't go in this building with me.
You can't go.
But you good to come over here and do this. It goes back down.
Categorizing.
Yeah, man, we got to do that. 'Cause we can't afford really to throw people away unless they just a scum or a filth.
Come on, Lord.
But we got to get rid of them.
Yeah, I used to do that though.
Man.
Throw them
I used to
away
get,
early?
rid of them immediately.
I got you.
You know, like, oh, you're not for me? Oh, get going.
Rightfully so.
You know, bye. But then it's like maturing. And when you grasp on to understanding, you understand growth,
Come on now.
then you understand that everybody can't go, but then some people have their rightful position.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? And so when you understand growth, you understand that seasons change. And in this season, you may not be the person in this position that you were in last season, but that's okay.
Wow.
And I had to learn that, but that came with growth. That came with mental growth for me, individual growth. And so now that I understand it, it's like it's no hard feelings.
Okay.
But at first, it was like an emotional thing. Like, man, no, you're not for me. Okay, let me, I'm hurt by that. I'm offended by that. But now it's like, okay, I understand. This assignment, is beyond your capacity. You know what I mean? This assignment, you and I don't relate on this assignment, but that's okay. When I'm doing such things as this, then you're the right one to call.
Come on,
but for this right here, I gotta do this by myself. Or I gotta go find the people that can, assist me in this part.
Wisdom.
Yeah, for sure.
Wisdom speech right there.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Cool.
And I heard you say mental health. I heard you use that type of terminology.
Yes.
And I heard you say that I wouldn't give up through this process of putting the conference together. How important is it to you as it relates to your mental health? How important is it to you to be able to separate these different people, put them in these different roles, the proper roles, or like you're saying, just get rid of them all, all the way? How important is it as it relates to your mental health? Is it to you, I'm saying, as far as putting people in their right place? You know what I mean?
The importance of it is could be detrimental if you don't understand it.
Okay.
It's not good for men to be alone. And so as you're traveling down this journey, you're trying to chunk everybody to the side because they don't fit what you believe the criteria is for that season of your life. And as you're traveling down that journey, you look up and you're alone, not because people aren't supposed to be around you, but you were so emotionally immature that you chunked them off the boat, not realizing they still can better.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So it was so important for me to get that. I was emotionally disciplined before,
Okay.
but to get that emotional intelligence is something totally different. Emotional intellect, that's totally different. And so when you become disciplined in your emotions, that's the sense of, okay, I don't need them. But then when you become emotional intellectual, it's like, I don't need them for this.
Okay.
which is a big difference. So understanding that difference and the importance of it
I like
was
that one.
real important throughout this journey, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. So more importantly, this process,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a different Slimm than when I walked in here the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a different Slimm.
That was maybe 3 months ago.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm different.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm different.
Is the process you're going through a part of the different person that you
For
are
sure,
now?
for sure. I have jumped hurdles that I never even knew was in front of me going through the process. So when people are asking me like, okay, so are you excited? You know, the event is this, and I'm like, my excitement has already came throughout this process because my perspective changed. Somewhere down the line, I had a shift, and when my perspective shifted, at first I was so focused on the negative because I done caught hell. You know, I done caught hell. For the past few months, it's been hell.
Okay.
And I was so focused on that, and I was like, man, Lord, like, oh, this ain't it. So I'm leaving Monroe. I had a radio interview, and I'm leaving Monroe, and I'm driving. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. And so, you know, in that moment, my perspective shifted, and I'm like, oh, you just left a radio interview. Like on radio, something that you wouldn't have saw yourself doing 6 months ago. Something that you didn't even know that this was gonna come about. Like you're doing podcasts and you connecting with people in so many other places. Like what are you thinking about? You thinking about the negative, but like look, you got companies, you calling people in higher places. You know, your aura shift in the room now.
Okay.
You know, where before you thought it was all because of what you knew or because how you were dressed. Now it's like your whole demeanor screaming. You done tapped into a whole nother level of power that you didn't even know you had going through the process. Not the ending, the process. So that's what I mean.
All right. Good.
That's really I hear that, man. They say it's not the destination,
No.
journey too.
Ooh,
That's what you
that's
really
real.
just said.
That's real.
That's what you just said. Like the whole process of creating this event was reward. That's what you find. You know what I'm saying? The reward, the blessings, the lessons.
Yes.
And
That's
if I
deep.
if I didn't follow I guess we say my first mind to even create the event, and like you're saying, stay steadfast and keep moving forward to it. With that right there comes, like you're saying, all of this reward of growth, spiritual growth.
Yes.
So, with that being said, the actual conference is highlighting what again?
The conference is highlighting the success at your own pace.
Okay.
That's the
Talk about
topic.
that.
Yeah, that's the topic. And I feel like the reason why I chose that is because so many people are getting away from their own heart's desires.
Talk about that.
You know, now it's the wave. Everybody's riding the wave. And the pressure of riding or being in a lane that you don't belong in is hurting our people. You know what I mean? We have people that are dealing with unnecessary stress simply because they want to fit the status quo or because they're riding in lanes that they car not even equipped to drive in.
Talk about that.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, as I stated to you, like this entrepreneur wave, you got the black luxury wave, and you got the, $1 million wave, and we drive these kind of cars wave, and we go on these type of trips. Like, it's so many waves out here that everybody is trying to ride, and it's like that's not for you, and that's okay. The poor will always be amongst us. That's word. You understand what I'm saying? And that basically means everybody not supposed to live this certain type of way. And that's okay. But we've made it
Like
be
everybody
like,
was
it's
a king
not
and
okay.
a queen.
That's not
It
true.
was never the kingdom
That's
was
not
never
true.
full of kings and queens.
You hear me?
No.
That's not true.
No.
That's not true. But we've gotten away from it. And that's
Okay.
because now we've created these social
Okay, so now we cooking, now we get into the pot. Now because I was just thinking in my head, well, how much does the social media influence us into this false pretense of I'm a king, I'm a boss, I'm an entrepreneur. I want to fit into this. What you call it? The way.
Yeah, that's what I call it. It's we riding the wave. Like I said, I'm riding my own
I'm
wave.
trying to tell you.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm gonna dress how I want. I'm gonna talk how I want to talk.
Come on.
My lingo is my lingo. I might talk with proper etiquette, and then I might drop down to $7 really quick. But that's for me. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It does not mean that I'm less intellectual than this
away from
person.
that.
None of that. And it doesn't mean when I come, I'm coming as me. When I do it, I'm doing it my way. I'm doing it the way that fits me, that fits my budget. And so I want to, kind of instill that in our people again. Like, listen, holding a job down at McDonald's for 6 months, 3 months, that's success. You know what I mean? Staying out of jail.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Staying out of jail, working at that factory.
Talk about it.
Yeah, that's success. You know what I mean? Not making that $1 million, but feeding your family,
Right.
keeping clothes on your children back. Yeah, that's success.
We got away from that, from the ability to sit there and look at everybody, scroll up everybody else's life.
Yes.
And we don't even realize, like you saying, the little shit that we doing on a day-to-day basis, food, clothing, shelter, these babies all right. We succeed. There was never nothing wrong with that.
Never.
Until it got when we was able just to look at everybody else like
And compare. And then that's when that comparison kick in. And then that's when that, I'm not doing enough. And that's when that pressure that you put on yourself come in, that's when you start feeling inferior. Your worth is, you don't know your worth, because you're not doing what they're doing. So now you don't feel worthy of, or you're not as valuable as, and it's like, let's bring it back down.
Again, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So with that being said, I keep saying that because I know that you're in the psychology field.
Yes.
We know that. The queen is, she in that psychology lane. So it's all about, we know how strong that mind is. With that being said, can you possibly walk us through, just in your own words, how you think that the baby got there? To where they're believing that everything outside of them is what they're seeking for versus the opposite. Where does that come from? How that baby don't know that they have all that they need already? How they don't know that?
What you feed yourself, you'll get full of.
Talk about it.
So she got all the parables out there.
Talk about it.
She talking parables. Hey, listen,
Talk about it.
you ain't you have
Brandon them.
discernment. Man, you gonna
Brandon them.
We talking heavy now right now.
Yeah,
this ain't the interview now.
Come on. Okay.
So what you feed yourself, that's what you'll get full of.
Talk about it.
And so now we feeding ourselves.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I'm
I'm just saying,
not you.
not necessarily for you. Yeah, I'm just saying.
And me.
Just in case.
good.
I don't know your audience.
No,
but this is
sometimes I
our
do,
audience.
Yeah.
Our audience.
Yeah.
Our audience.
You know that shock factor.
Yeah,
I don't want you to
yeah.
shock factor.
That's what we feed ourselves, and it's so.
Every night.
Just like you need a natural, so is it natural, so is it spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you detox naturally, why aren't we detoxing mentally?
Well.
We'll detox spiritually, but we're not detoxing mentally, and we don't understand that it's mind, body, and soul.
Talk about it.
So it's like you may touch on one factor,
Right.
but then you still got these other two parts that's filthy. So all day we scrolling, we see in the
Not
cars,
all day.
we see,
All
shit.
day.
Oh, we scrolling all day.
Cars.
We seeing the cars,
Girl.
we seeing the clothes, and we seeing the ass shots, and
Yeah.
come on now.
And them.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
and
We
yes.
seeing the twerking, and we seeing, the niggas with the money, with
And
the
them,
arm,
and them.
and, like that's what we seeing all day.
Yeah.
Man.
And so when we're not taking a minute to filter in what we're feeding our inner man, now that is starting to grow. It's growing. That's what your body feeding off of. That's what your mind feeding off of, because that's what you're feeding your mind.
Talk about it.
So you running off of that fuel. You're running off of that fuel that you've been watching all day. That's what's energizing you all day. So now the motives have changed. Where it was a point where I want to feed my family. I want to, you know, do this for my kids. Now I want to do this for the gram.
Right. I want these motherfuckers.
You know what I mean?
$1,500 shoes.
I want the likes.
Right.
You know, because that's what I fed myself constantly, consistently for days and days on end. So now I may want the same thing, but now my whole reasoning for wanting it is totally different. You know, it's totally different.
I want it.
You know,
we
I
both
want
want
it.
Right. I think we got
I
our
wanna
reason
live
right.
it,
I scared
yeah.
The right way.
But you know what I mean?
The right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a right and a wrong way.
That's it. You know. But now it's
Get it
like
right.
because I have that mental balance of
Balance. See?
knowing that
Ooh,
if
look
I
at my
don't
head.
have that charger gonna get me where I need to go.
That is right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
To where like I don't have to do nothing crazy to get that Bentley.
Right.
You know, so it's just like, you know, it's like I said, balance. Yeah, and so like I said, it's just about maturing mentally. And I bring everything back to that, you know, to mental capacity is like what plays a major role in the decision. And when you understand a person's belief system, then you can understand their actions.
Okay.
So it's like if a person believes that this is success, nothing else matters. You know what I mean? Because this is their belief system.
Yeah.
So if I'm not driving this type of car, if I'm not able to go on these type of trips, I'm not successful.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. And so now the weight of the world is on your shoulders because you can't flex like they flex.
Yeah.
You know, so now you feel inferior to the things that you see online or the things that you see other people accomplishing.
Well, that's a big problem.
You know what I mean? And so now
And at the whole time, skipping steps. That's what they don't realize.
Skipping
Like
steps.
you're attempting to skip steps. You don't know where that baby.
you don't know what it takes to get
At
what
all.
these people got.
Yeah, because you just saying, like you saying, just a social media presence of it.
A picture
Yeah,
or a
you can't skip no
video.
steps to it, baby. Yeah, you don't. That ain't how it works. And you can't vicariously succeed through somebody else.
Yes.
You gotta get it for yourself. Yeah, I like that though. Yeah, that baby. She said, "What you eat?" That's what I heard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is any
What
of
you
this?
eat?
Is any of this part of what you talk about on 16?
For the most part, for sure. Yeah, because like I said, the reason for the conference is to motivate, but I do want to be able to speak over you, speak understanding to you, speak, you know, speak it to your mental so that you leave impacted, so that you leave with a greater understanding and a greater appreciation for self and self-accomplishments.
I'm gonna tell you this. As a black man, as a middle-aged black man,
Come on, middle-aged.
Come on.
hey, man, it is nothing more powerful than a black woman building you up. If you got a black woman, man, that's telling you the right shit, that's in your corner, you know what I'm saying? She got her shit right, her spirit right, and you know this, it'll make you run through a brick wall. So, I'm saying that to say, it is a space very much needed, you know what I'm saying? Because we, to a certain extent, we all going through PTSD. We all need to be counseled.
Yes.
We all need to be able to sit down and bend. So we all are holding something in. We all need to be
whole
some
again.
way.
For sure.
We need healing. That's
For
what I mean.
sure.
We need a certain amount of healing. So
And that's one of
this is
the
what this is for.
Yes.
Because I really believe that, you know what I'm saying, just a voice, you know what I'm saying, of reasoning and understanding will bring people, you know how they say, to the yard.
Come on.
Yes.
Can you just run us through the conference, like the whole how the itinerary? if you will?
Yes. So I do have a band, which I
Okay.
mentioned before, a live band, because I kind of want to,
There you
keep
go.
the vibe, catch the vibe.
Break the monotony.
Yeah.
What you got? Who's the band?
Unity, which is Bernicia McGowan and Shadarian
There.
McGowan.
Unity.
Shout out to Unity.
Yeah, for sure. They
Let's
are
do it.
dope. And she sings and they perform a lot of different places.
Alright.
And they are good. They
Damn,
are
man, that's so
amazing.
real. First of all, you see, listen, fam. She running it down. First thing I'm gonna tell y'all, we got some music.
Yeah, we do.
You feel me? That's
We
out
do.
the gate.
Yeah, we got that.
Listen, we ain't got a DJ. I don't have a DJ. Listen, I got a band.
That.
Yeah.
I
So
want
we got
a
instruments,
band.
live band. Listen,
Yeah.
okay, family. Listen, we get back to the shit now. Come on, go ahead and continue.
Okay, so yeah, we got the band. I do have light refreshments.
Okay.
I do have an amazing speaker other than myself.
All right.
And, George White is amazing. He is definitely big on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Everybody is like listening to him. He is like a big deal. But he walks real heavy in motivation. Great dude. Me and him have become like brother and sister. His wife, she's amazing. So he'll be speaking. And then you get me.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
So,
Slimm.
nothing too long and crazy. This is my first event, so I kind of want to, kind of see like what I need to tweak after this one. But for now, it's just him and I.
Okay, now, not to get too far ahead, but this first event is coming up. You about to knock this out. You're saying that
716.
from this, have you had any people to reach out and be like, hey man, I see what you're doing. I want to be a part of it, or I want to be a part of the next thing.
Definitely. I have had, and I don't even remember their names, but I'll be definitely reaching back out to them as well. One from Tyler, two from Tyler, one from Dallas. Are very interested in speaking at my next event. So excited because, like I said, this has been a up and downhill battle with the process of putting this together. So to be able to have people that are already ready to be a part of the next one is definitely like encouragement to me. So it's dope.
It is dope. It is dope, man. I'm excited for you. Like I said, I know how the butterflies is right now, just the anxiety. But again, that shows right there. You putting something together from start to finish, man. That's a whole, you know what I'm saying? Some executive type shit, man. You got to salute. I salute that shit, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know what it takes, what you put off into it. So regardless of the results, you know what I'm saying? You've already let us know, hey man, I got really my reward in putting it together. So that's G right there, man. I'm telling you.
Right
I'm
on.
telling you. That's the right spirit there, if you me. I like this fact that we just in there talking shit, keeping it real. Inside of the Pressbox, once again, we got Slimm in here. Big speaker, man. Y'all stay tuned for the 16th. It's really next week.
This Saturday.
This Saturday coming up.
Yeah.
I think it's the week. No.
Oh, this one coming up.
This is a new week.
Yes, the start of a new
week.
Yeah. Saturday.
Yeah, it's time to get
Came
in.
so quickly.
Huh.
I'm sorry it took so long. You talking about reaching out and doing, not reaching out, but expanding your game. We finna see you on some regular. We gonna see you on here regular. Or you gonna put that on me like, am I? I had to stop my shit before she did it to me. I saw it coming. I saw it. Well, listen, man, we want to have you back on here, man.
For sure.
And then
Talking that
you
talk.
might have to go ahead though, you know what I'm saying, and start your own, because your message, like what you were saying today, like we need that inside. I want that inside the press box.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
However, I do see that. Oh, that's a lane right there that ain't nobody in. I personally know.
Right.
Shit, why not do step? So you might want to go on and think about
Talk
it
that talk.
for real, man. Because I'm inspired. Like I said, niggas need to hear it, and the sisters need to hear it too. You know what I'm saying? From somebody who want to do it.
Yeah. I'm definitely like trying to transition, I guess, into, like I told you, the whole podcast thing. Because I definitely don't want this to be the last time that people hear from me until the next event. So I want to give you, consistently give you something.
Oh, okay.
Consistently.
Yeah, I see it. I can see it now. We finna get ready to get out of here. Any important word? Cause I want to go. Cause like I said, we keep the camera rolling, but I can see it now. Though I can say shit about the camera. I can see it now. This is the big speaker, Slimm, whatever you call it, YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With your episodes, and then like I said, we finna do a thing in here
Yes.
and run it like we do, like we was doing every 2 weeks. Like We
Yeah.
finna set a date and just stick to
That.
that motherfucker. Man.
That.
That's how I talk over here. Slimm,
That.
we may get at the curse down the road, but over here, man,
It's all good.
it is what it
Yeah.
is, man. We talking to people's language.
Yes.
Talking to people's language, man.
Shout
Listen,
out.
man, we ain't gonna hold you. We're glad to have you back.
Yes, thank you for
Any
having
shots
me.
out, any other closing words you got for us? Please tell our people. Please tell our people where you at, cause I'm looking for you on the ground.
So I did change my name on the ground. It is Lanese, LANESE_speaks.
He speaks.
Yes, and that's on TikTok and Instagram, and it is Lanese Brown on Facebook.
There it is.
Spell it one more time.
LANESE
There you go.
_speaks.
There it is.
Oh,
Yes.
man, I'm gonna let my brother, man,
Get
take
out
us
the
up
queen.
out of here.
Get out the queen. You already know. You know what I'm saying? This your good brother, second son. That's
Wait,
second
tell him about
K.
that. Wait, before you do, tell him what your role is. How did you hear this, brother?
Ah man, listen, you can go over there to the gram and find me on
Okay.
that gram as well, TikTok as well. Second son. On the gram it's second son, the number 9, and on TikTok it's just second son. And Facebook, it's my free national name, Kaleem Bay, and you can find me on YouTube, second son. We talking that talk, you know.
Go follow Second Son with a K
Not
on
as a self.
YouTube.
Health as well.
You know what I'm saying? And watch what consistency do, brother. Straight up.
Give thanks.
Whatever
We in with sis, you know what I mean? The queen. And we out.
There it is. Alright, time to stop the bullshit.